Welcome to Forbidden Planet TV, and welcome to author and Toole and artist Elmer Damaso, the creative team of Horizon Zero Dawn Volume 2 Liberation, which will be on sale on the 16th of November, but you can pre-order from the links attached to this conversation. How are you both?
Great, thank you.
How are you, Emma?
Doing okay, thanks.
Mate, thanks so much to both. Thanks for joining us from the USA and thanks for joining us from the Philippines. It's very much appreciated. And for those who haven't played the game before, for the few people who haven't played the game before or read the comic, can you guys give us an introduction to Horizon Zero Dawn and where this new collected edition fits within the overall timeline?
Well, Horizon Zero Dawn, the game, is set in what appears to be a sci-fi fantasy universe. It appears to be that way, starring a woman named Aloy, who is trying to discover who she is and how she fits into the world. But of course, there are giant robot dinosaurs. They always say robot dinosaurs, but they're always they're actually like similar to horses and birds and stuff like that can easily kill you. So it's an adventure through that world and discovering the past of that world. And the Liberation comic takes place during the first original game while Aloy is trying to find out who is this woman who looks like her, that is connected to this ancient science that seems to populate the world. And that's when she meets up with her friend Erend, who she knows from, who's a different tribe than her. And they're on a quest to find someone who has been involved in Erend's sister's death. And as they travel, they learn the story of his sister named Ursa. And so it's the story of the liberation, ultimately, of Meridian, which is the capital of the Karja Empire, so to speak.
Fantastic. Very clear and concise. It's almost as if you dedicated a lot of your creative life to working on these concepts. And so how did you approach writing this specific story in terms of building from the established narrative of the game?
In the original story arc for the first 4 comics, I actually did go to work on site with Guerrilla in Amsterdam back when we were able to do that. And so we developed the story together. In this particular arc, because they were in production, they actually came up with the story themselves, Guerrilla did. And so I worked with them to translate it into comic book formats. A lot, since it's the story of things that happen before the game starts, a lot of that has been established. It's been referred to throughout the game in Frozen Wilds. So this is actually a backstory that's previously been established. And yeah. So it was basically trying to bring the past to life.
Yeah, that must have been a real treat, actually, being able to do that. Elmer, were you a fan of Horizon Zero Dawn before you started illustrating the comic?
Before I started doing the comics, I have to admit I was late in playing the game. In fact, I haven't finished the game, so every script that came in my inbox was a major spoiler for me. But that's okay. That's okay. I've been playing the game, and I think I waited for the PC version to come out because I don't own a console, so I was very late playing the game. And then I think I played only a third of the game right now, so I haven't really reached much of the meat of the story yet. So, but yeah, the story really hooked me. The visuals definitely. So at least I have some idea.
And your art is such a good fit for Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that's the thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
thank you very much.
Such a beautiful fit. And what makes Horizon Zero Dawn a good fit to be adapted into the comics medium?
Oh, definitely the visuals. It's such a strong visual, like turning the page and seeing Elmer's art, and it's, you know, all this machines or epic vistas or anything like that. It looks really great. So it would be a shame not to convert it to comics. So I was really excited that they did it.
Yeah, right on. And Elmer, coming on board as a new artist for this story, how do you keep the established aesthetic of the comic that's already exists while bringing your own artistic touch to it?
I think Anne Molina's art had a certain anime manga style to it. When I viewed the first volume of Horizon Zero Dawn, so I think I I transitioned into the comics a lot easier since that's actually my preferred drawing style.
Yeah.
So I think I just added a bit more detail. I think Anne's art was more on a softer visual style, while mine is more of I think it's more of a action comics version of the art style. But I haven't really changed much because I had to Gorilla had to ask for a bit of accuracy to the artwork and the details, so I had to play around that visual style. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes complete sense. And for both of you, do you what's your favorite thing for working on in the comic? Like, do you have a preferred character, a preferred location, machine? What about yourself, Han? What would be your answer to that?
I think I like writing the action scenes and seeing them play out so well. I was looking at the first issue and I was like, oh, that turns out really well. So I think I don't know if that I feel like that's a cheat because it's not a character or location, but I do like doing that because often since I write a lot of games, your job is to deliver the player to the action and then go with God, you know. So it's exciting to actually write it.
Yeah, that makes sense. How about yourself, Elmer?
For me, it's more of I love drawing the machines, even though I find it very challenging because of the sheer amount of detail involved in the machines. Yeah, most of the characters is very detailed, so I enjoyed drawing a lot of those. It did take a lot more time to draw every bit of character and machine in there, but I really enjoyed the machines and characters in the comic.
And is there anything from the game that you haven't drawn yet that you think you'd particularly like to attempt?
I think I like to draw the Thunderjaw, and I think that's behind me right now.
Yeah.
Thunderjaw. So I just saw it on I think it was in the beginning of the game. I think I saw a herd of those, and oddly enough, I wanted to draw one of those shell walkers. They're kind of cute and yet annoying. The game crab with gigantic crates on top of them. So yeah, maybe two of those.
All right, we'll
Someday.
put those in the background somewhere.
Let's put that somewhere, right?
And how is it coming back for Arc 2 after having had such success with the first Arc?
It's great. It's very exciting. I definitely like what the storyline is. For the first one, Talana, it was actually a character that I had written in the main game. And so this is exciting because it's uncharted territory for me and for everyone because nobody actually wrote this backstory. It's just referred to. So it's exciting to get to write different characters and to really bring to life this like epic moment in Horizon history. So it's pretty exciting.
Who do you prefer writing, Talana, Erend, or Aloy?
Oh, that's like Sophie's choice, right?
Yeah, right on.
I mean, they're all cool. I mean, the opportunity to use a different voice and to get into a different character, it's always fun.
And this is the tough question, of course. Without giving any spoilers, what's the most exciting things fans can expect in this collected edition?
Yeah, I think I'm most excited again about the actual liberation. So So that is yet to come. So I'll keep all this knowledge in mind, Elmer, when we get to that point. But I think
Okay.
that final moment when they liberate Meridian will be pretty exciting. So I think that's something to look forward to.
Right on. And what other stories do you think you'd like to tell from this world moving forward?
Oh, wow. I do like telling the story of the past, and I would love to tell more about the ancient past, but we'll see. I think we're probably going to explore another character and see what other stories we can dig up in the world of Horizon.
Lovely. And here is a parting question for both of you. If you could own any machine from the Horizon Zero Dawn world, what would it be? I'll start with you, Alma.
I think I'd like a watcher and a sawtooth. I'd let them run around the backyard. The watcher can, look for intruders, and when an intruder does come, I'll leave that to the sawtooth.
How about yourself, Anne?
I'm torn between two because my first instinct was tall neck because I was like, oh, I can like walk around and people will be like, holy Jesus, what's going on there? And it's amazing. And just be very ostentatious. But then I thought maybe like a stormbird or something because I was like, oh, well, maybe I can use it as a form of transit or something. So I'm kind of torn between those two.
Well said, both of you. Excellent choices. And on that upbeat and predictive note, I just want to say that this is the Liberation is the second collection of Titan Comics' wildly successful Horizon Zero Dawn comic series. And again, it will be on sale on the 16th of November, but it's available for pre-order now, created by these amazing creators I've been chatting with. And you can pre-order the collection from the links attached to our conversation. Elma, and thank you both of you for finding the time to check in with us at Forbidden Planet today.
Thank you very much.
You.
Glad to be here.
You take care. I'll see you soon. And thanks again for the amazing work. It's such a great book that everybody is supremely proud of.
Yes.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
If you're enjoying watching Forbidden Planet TV and you're enjoying watching us talk to the world's most interesting and accomplished filmmakers, authors, artists, musicians, creators, subscribe right here. See you soon.